My assessment is just again a rehash of old things, things that we were expecting. That, look, telling us stories about the debt situation is something that we knew. The mismanagement had started long before even the outbreak of the unfortunate COVID. And we said it, we spoke about it, they denied it. You understand? And not only that, that the excessive borrowing were just going into recurrent expenditure. We said it, they denied it. Now it's out here for all of us to see. And so you realize that to really make it in a way, they had to subtly introduce these taxes. And so where lies in the idea of expanding the tax net? Where lies in the idea of digitization, whereby the ID card or the holders of ID card from April 9th, April, we are all going to be roped onto the tax net. And for that matter, you can be able to reach every Ghanaian so the informal sector can gradually be formalized so that you can be able to target those who usually do not pay taxes in a very nice way, target and collect taxes. But then you have again continued the old structure of continuing to tax and reintroducing taxes by way of saying that, okay, the idea of sanitation, you are reintroducing what you yourself have called the Bola tax. And the ESLA that we have all you accused and criticized so much, you are bringing it back and even increasing. Same, that you criticized VAT, and history tells us all. Today, it has become your pillow to the extent that you are even deciding, you are falling so much in love with it that you have decided to even go ahead and increase it so that you can rake it more. And then the National Health Insurance Levy and several other taxes you have introduced. Then I ask myself, even the transport sector, look at the cascading effect. Petroleum levy, solar levy, okay? And all this will, and then even the petroleum levy, everything will end up increasing the transport fare and of goods, and in fact, it will affect services. And so, anytime prices of commodities on the market go up, it's because prices of the petroleum products have gone up. And then it has that cascading effect. And so definitely, those out there must begin to increase to be able to break even. And you, the ordinary and average person, in the midst of COVID, where your businesses are not thriving, things not doing so well, and you are even having it tough to pay fees of your children, you are having it tough to even have ends meet, and all that. And these things are going to happen. Probably from Accra New Town to your workplace, you probably were spending just some 20 cities or whatever. Even the truck driver and co, you are insisting that there should be social distancing. So therefore, they are also loading at lower capacity. And in the midst of all these increments, what are you trying to say? You are trying to say that they should do what? They should take full to be able to break even. They should take full. And then this protocol that you are insisting that we should all be observing, which is, let us social distance in order not to spread the virus. Now, your action is eroding every gain eventually. Because if we are not able to contain the spread, what happens? So it's a whole kind of, I don't know. And I want to ask you, did you hear anything? Did you hear anything on sports? I didn't hear anything on sports. The whole budget will contain sports anyway. But I thought that, knowing very well that we have an event ahead of us in 2023, knowing very well that there's a need for you to show the path and the way, knowing very well that, look, there's the need to tell Ghanaians how you are putting resources together, how you are projecting and assuring Ghanaians that you will be making sure that the 2023 All African Games will be held. that all processes, programs, and everything towards that will be done. You didn't tell us. It means it is not on the front burner. It has been relegated to the background. So it's like, yeah, when it is by chance, by luck, when it happens, it happens. Can you imagine? Meanwhile, we beat it and we won. And so, what is the way forward? Few days ago, you were here to tell us the state of the nation, and you even mentioned of it. But then, to what extent have you put this in place to ensure that it is held and held properly? This year, you are likely to send athletes to the Japan Olympics. Is it not worth mentioning and wishing them well and telling them that, okay, if they happen to go, because when they go there, they are going to raise the flags of this country, and that is the beauty of sports. And so when they go, why don't you? You made so sports is not an issue. It's like it is relegated. It doesn't matter. It is not part of the whole thing. So I am at a loss. Please, this particular, you have killed us. COVID is killing us, and you have come to add the icing on the cake. It is better. And so this one, we need God's intervention.